Hey there, Grade 7 learners! Welcome to another exciting poetry adventure. You all ready to dive into some poetry today? Awesome! So, today we're going to explore two important features in poetry, pattern and motif. Sounds fun, right? To kick things off, let's do a quick review of the three main types of poetry. We have lyric poetry. It's all about personal thoughts and feelings, kind of like a song. Narrative poetry. This one tells a story with characters and a plot. Dramatic poetry. Think of it as something meant to be spoken aloud, like a monologue in a play. Can anyone tell me what type of poetry we might be looking at today? I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Awesome guesses! This is an example of lyric poetry. Now, let's dig a little deeper. The Raven excerpt by Edgar Allan Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. You are correct. This is a narrative poetry. How about this one? The Ballad of the Harp Weaver by Edna St. Vincent Millay, 1922. Son, said my mother when I was knee-high, you've need of clothes to cover you, and not a rag have I. There's nothing in the house to make a boy breeches, nor shears to cut a cloth with, nor thread to take stitches. That's right, this is a dramatic poetry. Good job. Now let's talk about pattern in poetry. This is all about how a poem is structured. We usually look at two things, rhyme scheme and meter. Let's break each of them down. Let's start with rhyme scheme. This is the pattern of sounds we hear at the end of lines in a poem. To find the rhyme scheme, it's pretty simple. Just look at the last word in each line and assign a letter for each new sound. For example, if the first two lines rhyme, we'd call them A, and if the next two rhyme, they get a B. Check out the rhyme pattern in this stanza. The sun is high, the sky is blue, the birds are singing just for you. The flowers bloom, the grass is green, the loveliest sight you've ever seen. This shows AABB pattern because lines 1 and 2 rhyme, lines 3 and 4 rhyme. Let's have another example. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. What rhyme pattern can see? Lines 1 and 3 rhyme, lines 2 and 4 rhyme. So this is an example of ABAB pattern. Analyze this stanza. What words rhyme? The sky's so blue above the land. The clouds like cotton slowly pass. The gentle wind that bends the grass brings peace that few can understand. This is an example of ABBA pattern because the first and fourth lines rhyme, second and third lines rhyme. How about this one where only the second and fourth lines rhyme? The moonlight spills across the floor. The stars begin to glow. The quiet night is at the house, with dreams that gently flow. We call this ABCB pattern. What if all 4 lines rhyme with each other? The fire glows so warm and bright. It keeps us safe throughout the night. We tell old tales with pure delight. Beneath the stars' soft silver light. This is what we call AAAA rhyme scheme. Great job! Now let's move on to meter. Meter is all about the rhythm or beat of a poem. It's based on how many syllables there are and how they're stressed. We break up the rhythm into units called metrical feet, and each foot has 1 stressed syllable and 1 or more unstressed syllables. Here are some common types of feet. First is iamb. This is a type of rhythm in poetry where lines are composed of iambs, a metrical foot consisting of 2 syllables, with the first syllable unstressed and the second stressed. Like in believe, the stress is on the second syllable. Believe. Next is trochee. It's the opposite of iambic meter, which has an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. For example, in the word table, we put the stress on the first syllable, table. Another metrical foot is called anapest. It consists of two unstressed syllables followed by one stressed syllable. For example, in the word intervene, stress is on the third syllable, intervene. We also have dactyl. It is a poetic rhythm where each metrical foot consists of one stressed syllable, followed by two unstressed syllables. For example, beautiful, we put the stress in the first syllable, beautiful. Aside from pattern, we should also understand the motif of the poem. A motif is a word, image, or idea that keeps popping up throughout the poem. It helps shape the mood and supports the theme. Some examples of motifs could be light and darkness, seasons, love and nature, or even journey and movement. So, to wrap things up, remember when you read a poem, look for those rhyme schemes like AABB or ABAB. Feel the meter or beat of the poem, and keep an eye out for those repeating motifs that help build the theme. Now, let's take a closer look at a poem by Jose P. Rizal titled Our Mother Tongue. Choose one stanza from the poem and analyze its rhyme pattern and motif. What patterns do you notice? What ideas or images are repeated? Write your answer on a one-whole sheet of paper. Thanks for learning with me today, Grade 7. Keep exploring poetry, its elements, and all the beautiful meanings behind it. Bye! See you next time!